much do we really know about the origin of our very existence? A physics professor at the University of Alabama in Huntsville published a paper in the journal Classical and Quantum Gravity recently that proposes a universe built on steps of multiple singularities rather than the one big bang alone. Here to discuss this and other mysteries of the universe is Mark Gober, the author of the Upside Down series of 7 books, including An End to the Upside Down Cosmos. Good to have you with us this morning. This new paper says we may not need dark matter or dark energy to explain the universe. Does that support your view that modern cosmology might be on shaky ground?
Well, thank you so much for having me on. To give your audience some context, this was really shocking for me as I researched that modern physics and cosmology says that 96% of the whole universe is made of this mysterious stuff called dark matter and dark energy. In other words, they don't really understand what's going on in terms of where we exist. So this new theory that's come out, I do think it supports the general idea that we should be questioning our very existence and what is the origin of this place. Because the notion of a Big Bang is a theory that 13.8 billion years ago, in some unimaginably faraway place, there was the beginning of the universe. And the reason that some physicists believe this is that there are certain observations, and they build a model around those observations to say, okay, we can explain it. But I'll give you a very simple example. We could observe that grass outside is wet and then conclude that it rained. We could build a whole model explaining how it rained and the rain caused wet grass. But there are many reasons grass can be wet, like dew and sprinkler systems, or many other reasons. So I think that's what we're dealing with these findings in physics. They observe something, and then they try to create a model to guess why it happened, but we really don't know.
Yeah, if science does say, as you mentioned, that 96% of the universe is basically unexplained, why do you think we've been so quick to accept the models like Big Bang theory as a fact?
That's a very deep question. I think part of it is that scientists like to have certainty. It's uncomfortable to say, we really don't know how we got here, and there are many mysteries of the universe. So that desire for certainty then builds a system around it. And we can see this within the academic world, in the funding world, where there are ideas that become very popular, and those are the ones that are funded.